What's good, family? I just had to holler at y'all right quick, man. I'm a little disturbed by some shit I just listened to, man. I was listening to this shit, Amanet posted. Amanet369 posted a damn, show of, Don Nicoleone, Blog Talk, talking about black men being the enemy. But she was really, the show was about this video that was posted on WorldStar of this dude beating the shit out of his stepson, I guess, or I don't know if he was actually his stepson or he just some boyfriend of this woman or what. I don't know the situation. I know it wasn't his father, but that shit was disturbing like a motherfucker, man. Like, that shit was crazy. Like, I ain't even see the video. I just heard she played the clip, the audio on her show. I don't even want to watch that shit. I'm not even interested in watching that. I heard enough. Like, this nigga actually shaved the little boy head and eyebrows. Like, that's what they do when you go to fucking prison. Like, these things you enter the, boot camp, that's what they do. Like, these are motherfucking, it's just like how they used to do, this is slave shit, man. Like, anybody who don't know the connection between the concentration camps, the jails, the prisons, and these civilization schools they used to have, these places where these centers where they would indoctrinate indigenous people. They take them, cut their hair, change their name, put them on the same clothes. Like, this shit is the same shit they do in prisons and private schools and all this shit, man. It's the same. Same people run this shit. This is slave shit. And, you know, it fucked me up because I was having a dialogue on Facebook with a sister not too long ago about this shit. But I wasn't even thinking about it from a male perspective. Like, Don Nicoleone going in on a whole nother angle from where I was at. She just discussing the whole bullying aspect of your big ass being a man putting your hand on some children. Like, and as a man who ain't never put my hand on my child, like, that shit kind of fucked me up because I had never even thought about that. I've been too busy debating with women about them beating their children. Like, so that type of shit I never even thought about. But listening to that shit, like, I'm like, I feel what she's saying 100%. Like, that shit is just not right at all. Like, you don't have no business hitting on no child. Like, no adult does. Like, was my whole thing. Everybody need to keep their motherfucking hands to themselves. Like, you imitating the behavior of your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? That's what Massa did. This is how you break a slave. This is how you break somebody. And that I got disturbed by a comment I read. Y'all know it's always a comment that get me going. It really bothered me more than the video. When a brother tried to, sound like you was almost defending him. You're saying that your father used to beat you and for not, okay, so yeah, I got to back up a little bit. The father beat the kid because he was misbehaving in school. So this is what I'm saying. Like, in his indoctrination camp center, he wasn't doing what he was supposed to. He was rejecting indoctrination. He get home and you decide you're gonna beat his ass. Okay, that's how you make a slave. You're gonna beat him into submission. And you, brother, said that that's what your father did. When you skipped school or you got bad grades, you got your ass whooped. Well, you can't. I understand that you might. No, I don't. I don't understand how you can look back now and say, "Oh, he did the right thing." How? Because you said you didn't join gangs, do drugs, or get any girls pregnant. Well, first of all, ain't nothing wrong with doing none of those things. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that you probably would have did in your atmosphere, in your environment where you were supposed to be. If you were living your culture. You know what I'm saying? 13 years old, you a man. That was it for us. And a woman. When nature say you supposed to do these things. So to say you didn't get no girls pregnant, like, okay, You probably should have got some girls pregnant. Like if you was, we just some big babies over here. We act like you a baby till you 50. I don't know how old you have to stop being a baby. I guess it depends on who you talk to. I talk to people who are older than me and they say, "Oh, you just a baby." I'm like, I'm a baby? How the hell I get to be a baby? Like, babies are babies. But that's perception. But the point I'm trying to make is that you can't mistake being broken with being disciplined. Just because your father beat you and scared you into submission, that don't mean that he did something right. I ain't never even chastised my son for misbehaving in school. That's it. I couldn't. We had a conversation about it one day, about what school was all about. He came home. He was one of the most well-behaved children in the school because his mother would shame him if he wasn't. So after he started spending some time with me, we started building a little bit. He started coming home with little sad faces and shit. And so I asked him what's going on. He said, "I just don't want to be no slave." Like, okay, what the fuck can I say? I can't argue with that. Guys, nigga, watch what's going on while you misbehaving. That's a logical answer. What I'm supposed to do? Say, "Oh man, no, you got to behave. You got to be obedient. You got to be obedient. You got to behave. Be well trained." What are we raising? I mean, come on, man. That's dog shit. That's animal shit. We are not training and raising animals like dogs, pets. Y'all need to be listening to that. I don't even like using. I don't use them words. Obedient. Listen. Do what you're told. All that type of shit. Like, this is the wrong messages that you want to send to your children. And I don't have any behavior problems from my son at all. And he ain't never laid a hand on him. Period. All I do is keep it 100 with him. He respected me fully. He respect me more now just for telling him what's up than he did. And he would if I was just to be playing the role with him. And I had those pre-programmed responses like, "Oh, I'm supposed to tell him to do this and that, don't act up and don't do this." But I can't in good conscience do that. That's not what I'm supposed to do. But we gotta reevaluate how we doing that shit. Like I told my son's mother before he was even born, if you can beat him, then I can beat you. Simple as that. The logic is the same. Ain't no difference. You beating him because he can't fight back. He's smaller than you. You bigger. You older. You stronger. You faster. You can win. That's the only logic behind it. That's the only way you think you can get away with it. You don't beat me when I do something you don't like. You don't even attempt that. Why? Because you don't want to run the risk of getting your ass whooped. But you don't have that problem with him. He can't fight back. That's bullying. That's what I'm saying. I felt the same way she was saying about him, but I would never even think about it. Because that's what I'm saying. How the fuck I'm going to hit you if I don't even want her to do it? Like I say, I had a sister try to debate me. "Oh, you should never put your hands on the woman." Exactly, you shouldn't. She should never put her hands on that child. Nobody should ever put their hands on nobody unless you're defending yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to teach him to pick up something and knock you the fuck out. That's what I'll teach my son. Because if I'm not there to defend him, what is he supposed to do? Just let you beat the shit out of him? What if it's because of some shit like this? Because you didn't like his grades in school? Because he wasn't being a good fucking slave? No, you need your ass beat. And that nigga need his ass killed. Like I told the dude in the comment, he should be impaled. That nigga need to be tarred and feathered. I don't know what the fuck. The worst torture you can imagine. Because that shit was fucked up. If that was my son and you talking about his stepfather, I'm gonna fucking kill you, nigga. I mean, I would kill that nigga, man. That shit had me fucked up, family. Like I said, I wouldn't even watch that shit. But everybody need to keep their hands to themselves. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And if you ain't know no better, like she said, she used to hit her. She didn't know no better. You can't be faulted for that. Just like I said in the previous child abuse video when I was talking about circumcision and shit. For those who are listening, you didn't know no better. You can't, you can't be faulted for that. Even though ignorance is no excuse. But you have an opportunity now that you know to make some difference. Make different choices. Pardon me. But can't keep imitating the behavior of that beast and act like you doing something right. All you doing is raising slaves. You don't want nobody putting their hands on you. It's common sense. You don't want nobody hitting you. Can I slap you every time you do something I don't like? Can I pinch you? Can I tap you? I can give him a little tap. I just give him a little tap. Well, let me tap your motherfucking ass. You don't want to be tapped, pinched, poked. None of that shit. You don't want nobody doing that shit to you. So you don't do that shit to nobody else. And I know we come from some fucked up times. Like my family and did some crazy shit to each other. They mamas did crazy shit. Frying pans, fucking irons, whatever you could get your hands on, you might get hit with. Everybody know that shit. So that's the type of shit we was raised to with. That's right. That's how your master probably did you. He probably like slapped you with a frying pan. So where you got that shit from. But y'all need to recognize that, family. That is not us. Some shit you picked up somewhere that you need to let go of. Get that shit back. See, they don't even beat theirs. That's how they do it too. They give you some shit that they don't even fuck with. Act like it's theirs. Oh yes, this is our religion. Here, would you like it? And we take it and run with it. And they be somewhere not paying that shit no attention. Like, what? You a who? Oh yeah, I don't really fuck with that. Anyway, yeah, that's my message, family. Everybody keep their hands to their motherfucking self. Don't beat nobody unless you want to get beat. Men and women. Your sisters, you got a man putting their hands on your children, you need to do something to that nigga. You need to catch him in his sleep. Catch that nigga with a motherfucking bat across the head. I don't care what you gotta do. Teach him a lesson. Get him out your motherfucking house. Put a stop to that shit. And brothers, don't have these women beating on your children, on these little girls. Then you got the nerve to tell them don't hit each other. Y'all stop hitting each other. But you hit them every time somewhere. You raising them to learn to hit people if they do something they don't like. That's how you respond. Oh, you didn't? Okay, well come here, let me beat the shit out you. Let me smack you. Let me pinch you. This is how you respond. You don't know how to talk. You don't got shit to say. You don't have no logical reason for why you don't want them to do shit. Oh, cause I said so. You so full of shit that all you can do is just hit them. Come on, man. Stupid shit, man. I hope I made my point, man. I don't think there was nothing else I wanted to say about that. That's it. Be healthy. Peace.